Good morning, everybody. So I'm talking to you from Laris, and that's Puerto Rico. And we were here yesterday, and we came back today. It's about almost an hour and 45 minutes from San Juan. And today, why we're here is because people are learning to evolve. And what does that mean? When you evolve, look at today's one a day is evolve or get beaten. How many people feel beaten up out there? Okay, how many people know that 1 out of every 3 people have chronic depression? How many people know that there's no such thing as depression? How many people know that when you get depressed, it's because the computer, which is your brain, overheats and shuts down? How many people know that when you get diagnosed with depression and you get put on medication, that the only side effect from medication is suicidal thoughts? That is a study that was done, and guess what? The FDA came out and said, guess what? Anyone that prescribes antidepressive meds, okay, any pharmaceutical company must call the people that they actually give the meds to a week later, because, and do what? Not tell them to get off, but hey, have you had suicidal thoughts? And that's all they have to do. Understand, how many people know that 1 out of every 2 teenagers feel like they don't have a future? So look it's called this, evolve or get beaten. Now I'm going to tell you something right now. The day that I decided to mind my own business, the day that I decided to become selfish enough to know what a perfect day is, the day that I decided that I was going to focus on my feelings, my thoughts, okay, and my dreams and my purpose and my plans, okay, to find my authentic self, to find my purpose, my passion, was the day that, guess what, I evolved. If you're not going to be selfish enough to understand that unconditional love is the only love, if you believe in love, I'm telling you, it's just an ingredient, and guess what, it's not going anywhere, okay? It's not going anywhere. You can love everybody, you can love your whatever you want, but until you learn how to love yourself, guess what? You will evolve or you will be beaten. And understand something right now. This is a time of do no harm. Listen, any of you that hurt yourself, you hurt others. Any of you that are willing to join a group of people that go out and hurt people in any shape or form, okay, is not evolving. So don't tell me about how you need to protect your country, how you need to protect your family. That is a bunch of hogwash. We have been programmed to attack ourselves, so that's why we're so willing to attack others. I will not attack anyone. I will not judge anybody to the point that I will attack them. I will observe and I will learn. And if I observe something and it doesn't meet my vibration, it's all about vibration. You need to protect your vibration, and you don't even know how to, most don't even know how to protect their vibration. You just allow anything to come into your life. It's like rolling the dice, going to the casino. And I'm going to tell you something, that's where your life is going to be. It doesn't matter if it rains, if there's bombs that go off. They tell us we're entering the greatest depression of all time. It will not bother me. Do you get that? I'm not numbing myself out. I'm bringing my vibration up. I'm saying that I will become alert enough and in the present moment that no one will bring my vibration down. I do not care if anyone likes me or loves me. Now understand something. I'm not telling you that I want people to dislike me. I'm telling you that if you want to find your authentic self, your passion and your purpose, you got to stop thinking about what other people think about you. If you are actually learning how to honor, respect, and love yourself, then it won't matter what anybody thinks, because the majority doesn't think. They're called the herd for a reason. And the majority of the population, I'm going to say this, and I want to be wrong, so understand that when I say it, but the majority of the population has never thought. The majority of the population has never totally unconditionally loved themselves. 1 out of 10,000 people will ever really embrace this, because guess what? You're taught that that which you call God will look at you and say you're selfish and then send you to hell. Oh, please. Are we done yet? I mean, we have allowed them to beat we have allowed them to teach us how we can beat ourselves up and beat our family up. You can't give what you're not. And until you become unconditional love, you're a danger to yourself and everyone else. And you can buy this or not buy this. You can keep on trying to get your family to fill up your heart, okay, but you're going to get beaten over that. Because guess what? That's a full-time job. You know what? And that job was meant for you. It wasn't meant for anyone else. Understand this right now, okay? Evolve or get beaten. Now, what does evolve even mean? Okay? Well, we're not evolving with technology. That's not evolving. Evolving means is getting back to your spirit. Your spirit is a higher vibration than anything else. Your spirit is beyond unconditional love. That which we might call God or Creator is beyond unconditional love. Let me tell you something. You can say, Daryl, you're going to hell for this. And I don't really care. Because guess what? You're already in hell for trying to get me to go to hell. And the reality is that the Creator that I know that exists, and I know. And that's my business. I don't have to buy into the BS that the majority of the population believe. And tell me the majority of the population is doing really good. No, they're not evolving. They're beating themselves up. They're beating their family up, but they call that love. And the reality is this. That which created the whole universe is beyond love. It's never judged us. Do you get that? That which we call Creator has never judged us. You can read whatever book you want. Okay, well, these are my rules, or these are my rules. I mean, every different religion have different rules, and every religion thinks they're going to get the key to set them free, okay, for eternity. And understand something. I'm not believing in any of it, okay? Do you actually think that which created the universe is that dysfunctional? Seriously? It's been so dumbed down. And remember something, the Bible was written in Latin and Greek, and guess what? These are old languages that have died, and when they had to actually, how can I say this? Make it into different languages, do you think that maybe the interpreter didn't do it right? So you can believe whatever you want to believe, and understand something. If you believe that somebody doesn't believe in what you believe and they're going to go to hell, then guess what? You haven't evolved at all. At all. At all. And that's the reality. And we are not going to evolve until we understand one love, okay, unconditional love. Everybody talks about love and how we need to come together. Well, the reality is this. We actually do need to come together. We need to come together as a family. But I know that those people that aren't willing to evolve and bring their vibration up, because the most important thing you can ever do is to protect your vibration more than anything else. If you protect your vibration and you learn how to bring your vibration up higher and higher and higher and higher, you're feeding your spirit. If you feed your spirit, you will always be well. Yes, someday I'll pass on from this earth, but you'll never hear that Dr. Wolf is sick, because I don't have any sick thoughts. I don't have any sick thoughts about you. I don't have any sick thoughts about anyone. I mind my own business. You can be what you want to be. And understand something, whether you get this or not. Most people will not evolve. They will beat themselves up and others. Why? Because you've been taught that your color's the best color, your religion's the best religion, okay? Or your language is the only language. So the reality is the language of unconditional love is the only language that we need to speak. I don't care what country I go into, I will find people to love me, to laugh with me, to dance with me because of who I am. Your vibration tells more about you than anything else. You don't even have to open up your mouth because your vibration is everything. Hey, Jim. Yeah. Jim Gale, everyone. Hey. Jim, come on over and join me, will you?
How's it going, buddy?
Get real close to me, will you?
All right.
Let's snuggle in.
Yeah, we're snuggled.
All right, so today my one-a-day was evolve or get beaten.
And I heard you say that love is the answer, and it truly is. Love is a frequency. It's a vibration. It's an inner standing. Right?
Of self-serve.
Yes.
Self-serve it.
You're right. There's no scarcity in this model. It's pure abundance. And when we recognize that somebody is suffering and causing pain, we can step out of that. We don't have to be involved in that pain because it's their thing.
If you want to get involved in it, guess what? You're going to go in with compassion and know that you were there before. Yeah. And you know what? When you were acting like an ass, okay, the last thing you wanted was for someone to get angry. You wanted to say, I love you anyway.
That's exactly right.
I love you anyway.
Stay centered. And no, there's a presupposition of neurolinguistics. Everybody does the best they can with what they got. So it has nothing to do with you if somebody else is being a jerk.
Don't take it personal if I've got gas.
Yeah, there we go. So we're in this amazing park here in San Juan, or in Lardes, Puerto Rico. And I'm looking at this tree. It's a sweet tamarind tree. It was planted 92 years ago. I spoke to a guy about this tree, providing free food for the community for 92 years. Imagine if we take out the ornamental plants and we plant food-producing plants.
What if you were 92 years helping to provide food for yourself and your family?
Right.
Then guess what? We wouldn't have the tobacco industry owning all the food corporations and poisoning us and our children.
That's right. Thank you for everything you do, brother.
Thank you.
All right. Have a
You
good
too.
day, everybody.
You know, we're here today. We're going to be having some of the people coming today, and they are going to be welcomed into the Indigenous tribe. And the reason why is most of these people are my practitioners, and they're coming here because once you get adopted by an Indigenous tribe, you supersede the government. That's right. And understand this right now, okay? The government are just a bunch of bullies, okay? I'm not saying there's not some nice people in there, because there is. But the government is not broken, just like the medical system is not broken, okay? This is what they do, and they do it well. The medical system is in emergency care, but they're also into numbing us out and suppressing us. We are being beat up by them, and you need to get it. I am not putting down the medical system, so yes, I've had people in my family have their lives saved from emergency care, but understand this, all right? It's not about emergency care, it's about self-care. There is no health care, there's only self-care. And the day that you decide to become your own practitioner, the day that you decide from the moment you rise until you close your eyes, you will unconditionally love yourself and protect yourself from yourself first and foremost before anything else or anyone else, because I'll tell you something, that's what you're meant to do. And understand this, at any point in time, if you decide you want to rise, that's going to be a really big step. Because for most people to love themselves, they actually feel like they're going to go to hell for it. That's right. It's so selfish. Well, if you're not selfish enough to understand that you have to have an inner standing about yourself, let me tell you something. If you ever come to take one of my whole life coach certifications, I'll give you a money back guarantee. By the third day, I'll crack your coconut. You will never return back to what you were. You will become to what you are. And what you are is you are a genius. You are unconditional love. You are imagination, BraveHeart nation, and that's what we need to become. You need to ignore the bullies in your life. You need to ignore all kinds of bullies in your life. Just ignore them. Walk away from them. Find your tribe. Search out for higher vibration. If that means that your family is low vibration, search out for higher vibration. Look it. It's not about leaving your family. It's about leaving your family behind enough that you find a vibration that makes you strong. Okay, that no matter what anybody says or what anybody does, because guess what? If somebody has a different vibration than yours and it's lower, okay, is it hard for them to come up and meet you? Yes, okay, but what they want you to do is come down and meet them. And do you ever find when that happens, it takes you a long time to get back up? Well, that's why you've got to what? Create dominant, prominent belief systems that nothing will sway you. Okay, if you do something long enough and strong enough, like 10,000 times, like I'm going to love and care for myself, and if I do that, I'm harming no one, no matter how many people get pissed off at me. You need to get that, and you need to put it in cement. You do not put the line in the sand, you put it in the cement, and you demand that from yourself, and you stay there. All you ever have to do is put your hand on your heart, connect to the lion heart breath, and just breathe. Don't let anyone try to get an reaction from you, okay? Anybody that's trying to get a reaction from you is trying to bring you back down to their vibration, okay? Whether we're talking about the government, the medical system, your family, your friends, they don't mean to do it. They're just programmed. Everything is a program. And I have chosen to only be around people that are not happy with their program, that they want a better program. And if you change 1% every day, in 100 days, you'll have a new you. You'll have the authentic you. You're going to love it. When you can stand in your power, no matter who's having a tantrum, because you're not eating, drinking, or thinking like them, God bless you. Have the best day of your life. And we'll be coming back on later. Jim, myself, and another gentleman are going to be doing a talk here at the community hall here before people get welcomed into the Indigenous tribe, all right? And understand something. Don't play the rules from these fools, okay? All right? Because I've long passed that. Whether it comes to finance, your health, your emotions, do not buy into the majority, because the majority are off to the butchers. And do you want to be sold off by the pound? Then guess what? Then you better put a higher sticker on yourself, and that should be called beyond everything, beyond all value, because that's what you are. Value yourself. And the more you value yourself, other people will value you. That's how it works in life. Thanks for joining me.